Hi, this is Bobby Shirella, and I'm working with Santana and his team in Phoenix, Arizona, teaching you how to do the building my business and real estate wealth, okay? This is the third video that I've done on YouTube. This week, I just want to kind of go over some of the things that we've been doing this week, networking and connecting with potential clients. We've been trying to do 10 to 20 people per day. Today we actually went to a Chamber of Commerce luncheon in Phoenix at actually TGI Fridays, kind of fun. And I was able to connect with 11 people and invited them to the cash flow event that we have tomorrow night. Kind of a general rule of thumb is, your net worth is really proportional or equal to your network. So as I build my network, my income should be also going up as a reflection of that. Also later today, what we did later on in the day was we're still working on finding funding for the 325 unit apartment complex in Phoenix. And we ran into a guy that was a referral for funding, and turns out that he was into government type funding, which is not what we're really looking for. We're actually looking for private funding. So we had to pass on that guy. A thing that I learned this week within the educational system that we have is a really cool technique called the sandwich option technique. And the way this thing works is there's no money out of my pocket to create the option. And what I do is I'm linking or hooking up where I buy a property from a wholesaler, a house, and then, for example, maybe somebody has gone through foreclosure and now they really still want to live in a house, so I'm able to hook them up with this house at a profit, of course. So let's say I have $80,000 that I'm buying the house for wholesale, but I'm selling it to the family for $120,000, and then they put up an option fee. What that does for me is it generates a positive cash flow each month because they'll be making payments to cover the mortgage. And in turn, after a year, they can qualify for financing. And I actually have some other people that can qualify a little quicker than that, and then I make the profit, the difference between the $120,000 that I charged them and the $80,000 that I bought it for. So kind of a cool technique. I'm very excited to actually have calls on it last night. I just learned it last week and implemented that program on Monday yesterday. So I've got 2 calls already on it. I did want to go over some of the books that I'm reading. They're really, really good in opening and expanding my mind, trying to get into that millionaire mindset. A book that I'm reading called Buy $1 Million by Greco Garcia. And this book basically tells you how you can just, when you're paying your expenses, you can also pay yourself first to your savings account and make it as one of your expenses, your monthly expenses. And that way, as your savings grows and you're going to invest that at 10 to 20% a year or even more, your net worth can actually grow up to over $1 million in the next 20 to 30 years, or less, depending on how you invest it. Another book I'm reading is called Save $2,000 to $8,000 in Taxes. That's also by Greco Garcia. And what this basically does is it shows you that, even if you have a job, even if you can open up a part-time business and have deductions that you don't have available to you as an employee, but you do as a business owner. And these things can actually save you $2,000 to $8,000 a month. Another book I'm reading is called Wealth 101, which is a great book. Kind of leads you through all the different facets of investing, from commodities and forex investing to real estate investing and other things as well, bonds, mutual funds, that kind of stuff. Another book I'm reading is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What he did actually was interview many, many millionaires and kind of found a common thread that links them all together, why they became wealthy. And some of the things that he came up with was simple. Become a business owner, take the profits that you have made in your business and put those into real estate to generate a passive income. And everybody knows that there's money to be made in investing in real estate. The last book that I'm reading is called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And this is a 12-month program that basically you read a scroll and you practice the scroll and implement that in your daily life, and then move on to the next month and the next scroll. And each scroll makes you a stronger and stronger person and a stronger salesperson. And so by the end of the year, if you're doing each of the steps that he's asked you to go through, you will see a dramatic improvement in your sales ability. So those are the books I'm reading. I recommend them highly. They're very good from what I'm reading so far. And that's it.